welcome back to VFSN. I'm Chris DeMarco with Lefty McGovern and Dan Schifrin, and you're watching the Valley Forge Disc Golf League.
Yeah, Chris, up this week we have two fan favorites, the Milky Way Galaxy versus the Thunder Bay Waves.
Our teams are going to be facing off on the last 12 holes of our home course at Greystone. We're going to be looking at a lot of tight, technical wooded shots, but it's going to be a perfect setting for some really exciting disc golf.
What a matchup we have today. Up first, the Milky Way Galaxy, led by number 3, Lefty McGovern, the GM of this team. And unfortunately, the Galaxy only have 2 today, but they got number 21, Mark Przicki, the wiffle ball god, stepping into a new environment on the tees today. Can't wait to see how he plays out there. Let's head down to Greystone, see how Lefty's feeling before this match.
Yeah, as Lefty's representative today, Lefty has mentioned that, with the smaller crew, the main goal today is to survive and stay clean. Keep it positive, keep it even. We don't want to go under today. So that's what Lefty told me.
Love to see Tom out there. If there is disc golf to be played, Tom is out there to watch us. Love that he's a great fan. We have great fans on the course. We have good friends in the booth. It's time for some disc golf. But first, we have the Thunder Bay Waves. Number 24, Matthew Coltrera. Big forehand power from this kid. Love to see him work the course. Up next, number 3, Jevin Torres, the vibe king out there. This kid can bring anybody up. Eli Schifrin getting a chance to play this week with the GM, Chris DeMarco, sitting out. Love to see what he's about to do.
Yeah, the Thunder Bay Waves are starting off with 2, as well as Jevin is going to be a late arrival.
Can't wait to see Jevin show up today. If you're new to the channel, we've got videos coming out every Wednesday at 3 p.m. So many exciting matchups coming out this season. We've got 6 teams in the league with 4-player rosters. And if you look at rule number 6 there, all 3 players will be throwing from every lie. Triple scramble here in the VFDGL. Game 1, week 2, match 3. Galaxy Waves. One of the most exciting matchups this year. I can't wait. Hole 1, par 3, 231, left to right shot. It's a dangerous hole, and we only got 2 players on both teams. This is going to be great.
Nice shot.
Speaking of danger, it was a little wet that day, and
Nice shot.
Nice
shot.
That was
Lefty heard chains, apparently.
Up next, number 24, Matt Coltrera. Yeah, we know that Matt and Jevin really wanted to be in the league this year, and they face a little bit more pressure than most guys, I think, when it comes to playing on your team. Chris, how do you think that you got your team ready for this season?
It all comes down to this putt right here.
Nice effort,
just
man.
kidding. Great effort from Eli.
Great effort.
I think maybe they do have a little more pressure, but my guys also get the benefit of being able to come right to the source, when it comes to scheduling, things like that. I'm trying to take care of them just like every other GM out there. I'm trying to model myself after David Wang, if you will.
I always say that you and David were 2 big influencers in my game when I was first starting out, so I know that they'll benefit from that a lot.
Hole 2, par 3, 206, right to left shot, water on the right side. Yeah, I try to weigh in. Contreras is an interesting guy because he's got such a unique playing style coming from that ultimate background that I can't wait to watch his game develop. And what is this?
Lefty McGovern. You dog. That was an incredible little flick there.
Forehand Warden.
Was that a Warden?
Forehand Warden. Lefty, I don't know what you're on. Galaxy coming out hot here. My wave's struggling.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Matthias Coltrera with the ace rod.
Someone's going to be hitting this hole soon.
Yeah, taking a look at the rosters for this week's matchup, we got a note. We got tiers 2, 3, and 4 on the Wave side, and the Galaxy playing their 3 and 4. So one of the lowest tiered matchups we'll see. I'm excited to see what kind of golf gets represented by that today.
Yeah, we had to send our 2 tier 1s, Lawson and Liss, out to other faraway galaxies to spread the game of disc golf. And,
okay.
They'll be back with us shortly. Don't worry.
I was thinking for a second Lawson was playing in the Field of Dreams Wiffle Ball League or something. Galaxy almost get off to a scorching hot start there after Lefty's great drive, but they got a 1-stroke lead for now. Hole 3, par 3, 213. 2 options off the tee, left or right side. Just key is to finish flat on the green here. Lefty trying to represent Got that DX warship.
Love to see Eli on the team.
Wow, that's a standstill. That's when you stand still for our newer viewers. Scott said it to me quite a bit earlier in the year. Eli's got some snap on his throws. Looking to find maybe some sneaky distance from him in these woods here.
Mark lays up to a bit of a tester distance for the Galaxy as Eli straddles the hill, nearly dunks it in for the solo birdie.
Great effort from 33 early on.
Dan said tester before, and that is definitely more than a tester for me and Przicki.
Mark with a bit of an unorthodox stroke there, but his balance was never lost, and the putt was money.
I'm just going to say the word we're all thinking. Shorts. Wow, those are so short.
The legs.
Those are so short, Przicki. Przicki's going to be mad if his thighs don't get enough airtime. I can hear the complaints now. Hole 4, par 3. This actually, I've discovered, is not 181 after all that talk. We had it correct. It's about 213, I believe, which is shown here. Mark Przicki.
Wow.
Puring the gap with the forehand. We did not know he had this. Yeah, he does. The kid does not practice a lot, so when he does awesome things, it's amazing that we're not more shocked.
It's really just a testament to his raw athleticism. To be clear, he's probably played, what, less than 20, 30 rounds going into this? Is that accurate?
I mean, most of his rounds are just played with a single harp that he holds in his hand. So if you can call those rounds, I don't know.
Little bit low from Jevon Torres. Waves just trying to fight their way back into this game. I mean, I don't know how long you and Przicki can keep this up.
Jevon making friends with everybody on the course.
Later, buddy. Is that jailware?
That's so good.
I think we got a David Wang sighting here on the course. David Wang, GM of the NJ Goldfinches. Just an absolute class act. So much good you could say about the NJ Goldfinches as a club.
Yeah, I honestly wish I had my DJ horn ready when you said David Wang, so I could have popped a couple off there. Yeah, big David Wang fan.
I love that. Lefty, you got one stroke lead here going into some pretty treacherous holes. How you feeling with Przicki on your team so far?
Yeah, me and Przicki might not be the most experienced guys in the league, but we have heart, we have confidence. Przicki has just raw power, so I'm not really worried with hole 11 coming up. I think we can hold this.
Mark Przicki down at Greystone Woods.
The plan is sweep, because obviously we're better than the other team. Everybody knows it. And I'm officially declaring that the Evil Empire is back from Wiffle Ball. And we're gonna win this whole thing. All right, we're done.
What is this Evil Empire garbage? I don't like it. I don't like it. Hole 5, par 4, 432. 2 holes left here in week 2, and we're moving on to week 3. Nope, we're moving on to a whole other game. We got more disc golf. Mark Przicki on the tee. Yeah, that's what we need to see. That's what the Waves need to see right now.
And that's what a player with no PDGA rating, a whole team of people with no PDGA ratings are going to do every once in a while.
Yeah, we saw that during Mark's interview. He doesn't have a rating, so we estimated him at about a 3.
Mark,
difficult to do. You know, you want things to stay balanced.
There we go!
Safe to say the whole course knows we're there at all times.
Great energy today at Greystone Woods. It's a little bit more of a cloudy day than we can see here. Very windy, very gloomy. It was raining earlier, but I mean, with these two teams, it's going to be high energy.
Jevon has arrived. His first shot of the day, looks like.
Yeah. I don't know why you whispered that. Tried to keep it a secret.
Yeah, you sounded like a
radio
DJ.
Jevon Torres is here. Matt Coltrera trying to get a birdie 3.
Massive putt from Coltrera. Was that a stance? Of course,
that thing came in on a blimp. Was that a Goodyear blimp right there? Didn't know we got that Goodyear sponsorship.
A great layup from Mark.
Looks like a harp line. He loves that harp. Lefty McGovern with the tester.
Tester, come on.
Capitalize on.
Ice in his veins.
We may not have ratings, but we have hearts.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm talking to. My team's losing by 1 right now. Hole 6,
have
par
hearts.
3, 237. You know the hole by now, whether you're from Gray or not. Dead straight, uphill. This green is just so crowded, but our players are going to be attacking. Lefty McGovern.
Yeah, it's right there in front of you, and Lefty climbs up that hill.
Base of the hill. Waves need to get a look at the birdie too. Down by 1. Been knocking on the door all day.
Nice throw.
Matt going with his TL3, flipping it up, and they are circle's edge for their birdie too. Let's see if the Waves can knock that down.
That is erratic from Marcus Przicki. And that is an actual tester. Waves looking for the 2. Eli misses wide right. So Waves are going to finish it even. Galaxy looking for their par.
So close.
Wow.
Absolutely hate to see the Galaxy let it slip away on the last hole of the first game. They were leading the whole time. The unfortunate bogey on the finisher hole.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see it. We were definitely looking to steal one there with 2 of our lower guys. But the Waves, congrats this time.
Yeah, they got a par.
What can you say? That game was such a blur. It was such a good time watching it. I wonder if that was, you guys were having too much fun out there, maybe?
Yeah, me and Przicki, maybe we got a little distracted, but, good times had by all.
Certainly, indeed. We're going to get a word from Eli Schifrin from the Thunder Bay Waves in a second, but I just want to say Matt Coltrera came up really big there in game 1. Was almost finding some birdies early on, but was able to kind of get that nice positioning on 12. Way to go, number 2-4. Let's hear from 33.
Pretty good. I was a little nervous in the hour or 2 coming in with the rain and stuff. Was a little worried that the conditions were going to be a lot less than ideal, but beautiful day out here. Not too muddy at all. Having great fun, playing great disc golf. Happy to be out here.
Hole 1, par 3, 225. New tradition. We're going to take the home team's music and just play it out during the drum flight. I love my song that our very own Daniel Schifrin wrote for me for the Thunder Bay Waves. For those who don't know, Dan wrote a good portion of our music. Just multi-talented as ever.
Thanks for that, Chris.
You're welcome.
Money.
Number 24 getting into the circle.
Okay.
Mark trying to flip up his harp, but it is an overstable disc, and it finishes right.
Mark Przicki, what he lacks in accuracy, he makes up for in power.
What he lacks in short length, he makes up for in cockiness. Matthew Coltrera for the solo birdie. Yeah.
Great to see Matt playing well out there. He was all over the basket in game 1.
And the Waves take a quick lead. I'm still thinking about the last hole, still.
Hole 2, par 4, 455, right to left shot, low canopy, and then a tunnel shot to the green, which is pretty heavily crowded. This is such a fun hole. We've seen so much separation on hole 2 here. Just an absolute gem of a disc golf hole. It's pretty much the best New Jersey has to offer in terms of woods disc golf here.
And I say again, I'm still upset about it. Chris, I would love for you to just post my mess up on the upshot, just so everyone can feel my embarrassment.
Hole 12.
Hole 12.
Yeah, Lefty, talk to me about that after the game. We've had a request for to see some of the other shots. I would love to see yours. We'll talk about that after the game. Marcus Przicki, nice kiss off the tree, gets himself on the elbow there. Galaxy don't want to fall too far behind here. They had a nice lead in game 1, weren't able to get across the finish line for 2 points, but I mean, Lefty, even grabbing a point here, this is a solid Waves team we've got.
Yeah, it just to steal 1 point definitely feels like a win. I really, really would have liked to walk away with 1. It would have felt, or 1 win, I should say, but on to game 2.
Solid approach. Easy par ahead.
The Waves are not a team that you want to fall down to. They're so consistent from top to bottom. We've been seeing Eli all day.
So close.
That kind of value
Thank you for checking, Lefty. You're a good man.
from a player at that part of the roster.
Just from Thunder
wow.
Bay.
Speechless.
Make sure you mark it.
As a coach,
Anyone will
as a
do.
general manager, as a fan of the league, it's just
Nice shot,
the
Eels.
future is so bright. I should have brought sunglasses. Hole 3, par 3, 244, left to right. I never know what to say about this hole. I'm just gonna be honest. Dan, what do you have to say?
Yeah, it's a left to right hole. You can get down there with a forehand, backhand turnover. I'm imagining lefties are having a field day with this hole. And it's kind of a bit of an ace run if you put it on a low enough line. Matt just a little deep, but a great shot. Circle one.
Perfect height to that from 24. Mark Brzezicki.
Signature harp.
That.
Oh, dainty little shot.
The highest heart percentage in the league.
It cannot be said enough that Mark Brzezicki was a wild card going into this year. He doesn't ever play disc golf. No one knew what he had, really. He's got park drives at critical moments here in Game 2.
Chris, we get another look of your outfit here in the background. Can you walk us through this outfit as the coach on the sideline today?
Going for a very hockey coach, late 90s kind of hockey coach kind of vibe with that outfit. I'll wear it in the booth next time my team plays, and we'll talk about it again. But yeah, hole 4, par 3, 250, left to right, uphill. This one finishes all the way up this hill. The green sits on a, you guessed it, hill. Players are going to try to attack. We do see a lot of magical putts here. It's just kind of where the disc filters to, about 35, 40 feet. But Galaxy struggling. I mean, it's amazing you guys have made it this far. I'm really looking for the Waves to just kind of, you don't want to play down to the players that you're playing with. No disrespect. Maybe a little bit of disrespect, but
That was a lot of disrespect.
It's time to just put our feet on the pedal. You know what I mean? You can't just take what the game gives you. You gotta get more sometimes.
It's still early in the year. We'll see if the Waves have killer instinct.
We definitely will see that. Lefty McGovern, decent upshot there. Smart play to just go conservative for the 4.
Kevin Torres.
Number 3.
Huge 2.
That is some killer instinct.
And
They found it.
That's killer instinct too.
As he kisses the basket, he kills with kindness.
Absolutely fantastic effort from Kevin Torres. Securing the solo birdie on a hole like this. That's a difference maker, especially in week 2 where it seems a lot of the top tier players are sitting.
Nice 2. Nice 2, baby.
You just love to see that.
Hey, let's put some respect on our names and finish out name 4. Let's go. Great shot, Jeff.
You could say that Chris was sitting because we didn't have Jacob or Matt, but you could also say that he was sitting because he has, some past trauma with seeing this purple uniform against him.
Seeing the purple and green. Listen, I much prefer a seafoam green. I believe it's a little bit more eloquent than the lime green. Not that I would want to be in a position where I had to besmirch the name of the Milky Way Galaxy, though.
Being as you were the creator and once captain of the Milky Way Galaxy back in the EA SHL days.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Milky Way Galaxy used to be an NHL 2020 EA SHL hockey team. Me, Lefty, and Brzezicki, legendary gamers on the ice.
Yeah, we've certainly evolved from those days, but the heritage, the raw heritage, is still there.
From the ice to the wiffle ball pizza slice. It's not a diamond, it's a pizza slice. Back to disc golf,
Yeah,
Lefty. Oh, sorry, Dan. What were you
I
going to
was
say?
just going to say, can we talk about that 2 from Kevin Torres on
Oh,
16?
my.
What a separator in
Jevin.
the second game. And what a stud.
Yeah, Jevin's an absolute beast down there. He's got such great good energy. I mean, this matchup, I'm gonna be sad once it's over. But let's get a word from Jevin Torres down at Greystone Woods.
I think it's just keep that momentum. It was a little late coming in, but we got the momentum going in our favor. Went with the trusty adder, something over stable, and was able to get the birdie putt. So hopefully we'll keep it moving.
Just cranking on that adder on Anheuser up that hill. I love that for you, Jevin. Hole 5, par 3, 363, dead straight shot downhill. You will see players try to get sneaky on the right side or just play a simple hyzer with a forehand. Waves looking for the dagger, Galaxy looking for redemption, lefty. Talk a little bit more about only having 2 players. I think a lot of the viewers are going to find it a little bit disrespectful to this league. But, life happens at the same time. So just, for the fans at home that want to represent the purple and green, what do you have to say to them right now after spitting in their faces here in week 2?
I think that me and Perzicki alone do a great job of carrying the Milkyway Galaxy name and what it means to be a Galaxyman. And Jacob and Matt are very welcomed additions to this team. They're obviously better disc golfers than us, but when me and Perzicki walk out onto a field, court, ice, course, whatever, playing field, we're killers out there.
So is Jevin, but unfortunately he can't strike. I can't believe how far Coltrera's drive got there. Lefty, great sentiment there, by the way. I like that.
Coltrera backhand, nonetheless. We don't really see a lot of them.
Number 21.
Great run.
Wow. Mark sinking it from deep. The Galaxyman bleeding purple and green out there. Just laying it all out. Wow. Laying it all out, as you can see.
Letting it all hang out.
Sometimes as a man, you just have to understand when to apologize, Lefty. And we've got a 1-stroke game going into the last hole. I apologize for disrespecting the Galaxy.
It's hard not to be scared when Perzicki starts flexing his muscles.
It wasn't just that. I'm not just apologizing because of that. Although I need my new editor, Brian Roeder, to cue me in. Let me know what holes they're going to birdie so I know when and where I can talk my smack. Hole 6, par 3, 380, left to right, downhill. Now the Galaxy are 1 stroke away, but far hill, far shot here. Lefty, you think you or Perzicki got the distance for this one?
I think compared to Matt Coltrera, not a lot of humans do. But I think we can pull it out.
See what I'm saying with that hockey vibe?
What do you say now?
Oh, yeah, like I said, I don't edit the videos anymore. That wasn't me. Just kidding. Roger's doing great. Matt Coltrera.
Not surprising to see Matt on the tee here.
Yeah, right?
He absolutely crushes this hole with a big bomb forehand. Ooh. Great to see that. Oh, wow. He's very deep. Sorry. I thought he was circle 1.
I give it my best effort, but not quite far enough.
Hey man, listen, once you can get that full flight, you're going to get so much more distance. I see you working with those DX discs. Beginners, work in your DX discs and then replace them with more DX discs. When they get too understable, people love to go to a new plastic. Big mistake.
Huge putt from Lefty. Let's go, my dude.
Perzicki and I have been botching up shots and then nailing these ridiculous putts all
You're
day.
absolutely canning everything from like 40 to 50 feet.
They're all for pars, though. Don't get it twisted.
You can see number 3,
These
the
are good
general
pars.
manager, the vice president, the commentator, the barista, the overall great man.
Renaissance man.
You can see him hang his head a little bit here
Hey.
as he gives a nod to the crowd. A look of regret, maybe, just wishing you had kind of pushed a little bit earlier. I mean, you guys played so well all day.
We need Jacob back from vacation. I was messing around before about all that other stuff. Jacob's on vacation, guys. We miss him dearly.
Yeah, you were kidding. You said this team is Jacob and Lawson. You said something about like they're great, but, and I'm like, Jevin Torres.
Banger.
Yep, putting the nail in the coffin there. Kissing the basket one more time.
Every stroke counts in the VFDGL. You can mark my words. There will be a team that misses playoffs by a stroke. I will bet my life.
Just gotta play it out to the end.
Lefty's just kicking rocks.
First place, Waves, baby. Didn't look pretty, but we got it done. Let's go.
Sounds like the Waves are in first place.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Didn't look pretty, did it? I mean, -2 on this track, -3 from the Thunder Bay Waves without their tier 1. I'm proud of my squad. That's great disc golf.
Yeah, we've seen a lot higher scores from other teams when they're fully stacked out, but for a matchup like today, that looks great.
Dan, Royals in 5th, but what did you guys do here? I think, didn't you guys,
Yeah,
were
honestly,
you guys ripping on this track?
You know, whatever you guys shot was really cool and all, but it wasn't as impressive as the Rock City Royals 4 under.
Wow.
While seeding their tier 1. So,
wow.
The 5th place for now, but, you know,
Once Dan Schifrin gets it,
big things to come. You know?
Once Dan Schifrin gets in there a little bit more, you know, who knows what might happen. He was shredding last week. But let's take a look at these standings. My Thunder Bay Waves sitting in first place. It feels good. +5 strokes of separation. We've won our matches by an aggregate of 5 strokes. That's going to come in huge coming down the stretch.
5 is a huge number, especially when you look at the rest of the league's differential. As far as the Galaxy is concerned, it felt really, really great to steal a point today, only having 2 of our guys, keeping us in the hunt for the playoffs. Only 4 teams will make it at the end of all this.
Yeah, Waves, we've got a lot of vibers on the team. I think it's the same for you guys on the Galaxy. It's just honing in that great energy. Sometimes when you're out there having too much of a good time, I think, you know, you don't find that full focus. I think that's what's happened to us there in Game 1 and to you guys at the end of Game 1 and beginning of Game 2. Dan, what's your take on this spread here? Only 2 weeks into the season, but it's only a 5-week season. What's your take so far?
I mean, honestly, you can't really look at these standings as anything to go off of. Things can shake up really, really quickly. Rock City looking really good in week 2.
Poised. That's exactly the distribution you want. When you see when you're losing games, but not by a lot of separation. You
poised. We are poised to come back, and that can be said about everyone, everywhere. So,
comment poised down below if you made it this far.
On that note, we're stepping into week 3 next. We've got another matchup. I'm not sure what it is, but it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And we've got Chapter 3 Earth at Camp Gaw. I'm so excited for that. Tyler McKinnon's been doing absolute work on that course. New T-pads are getting installed every hour. I think there's a counter going in Times Square right now that shows how frequently Tyler McKinnon is putting in T-pads over at Camp Gaw.
It's beautiful.
We'll see you next week.
What the?